Okay, I'm just going to show you real quick how to use the SEO tool. If you guys were doing like an active SEO campaign and really doing a bunch of research and marketing kind of strategy, then choosing the keyword to use for any of these products would kind of be a little more specific, but I don't think you guys are doing that right now. And so I'm just going to show you how to utilize the SEO tool in the best possible way. So basically what you want to put here, focus keyword, I would always stick to one keyword per page, and it's essentially what search you would want this page to show up for. So this is the product page for a Taylor 314. Let's go over to, okay, so probably, you know, if you wanted to use the actual model, it wouldn't be awful. It would just depend on how often you think people actually search for that specific model number versus like Taylor guitars. But let's just assume that we're going to use the actual, you know, let's say somebody would search this exact model number. This is the keyword that we're going to use for this page, and now all of these tools are based on this keyword. And so then we're going to go in and put the website by default automatically uses the title of the page and then Norman's Rare Guitars. That's not bad. It's a little short. So we can add something like, so go in and delete all of this, and we'll do and so the green means that we've written a title that's kind of a best practice length. All of this stuff, all of these tools, they're not going to guarantee that you're going to get placement or anything. It's just telling you how to use like the best practice for utilizing SEO strategy in the best possible way. So then a meta description. This needs to be a short description of what's on the page. So and the idea here is to include this phrase in all of this stuff. So now I'm going to actually scroll up and see if you guys have, no, there's nothing in here. So let's see. Well, I'm having trouble typing right now. Okay, so that's a good length description. It describes what would be found on the page. You'll notice that he was able to use the phrase twice. That's a kind of a good practice as well. And you'll notice that the actual description makes sense. I didn't like plug it with the keyword and put a bunch of junk in there that just to get that keyword in there. I actually wrote a description of the page that really describes it really well and is just plain English. Google is really smart, and using standard kind of easy to read you know, content is what's going to work the best. And so then I can scroll down here and I can kind of see an analysis of the page. So the images on this page are missing alt attributes. That's something that we want to fix. No outbound links appear on this page. Consider adding some as appropriate. Not really important. I mean, it could be, but not really important. That's more of like a interlinking thing that you would do with, probably not as much with the products, but it's not, you'll notice that it's an improvement. It's not an alarm. these three here, they're saying this really needs to be. So the focus keyword doesn't appear in the first paragraph of the copy. Well, there is no copy right now, and there may not be. So that it might just be something we can't fix. The text contains 0 words. So they have a recommended word count of 300 words. Again, doesn't really necessarily apply to this. Now, if you're editing like a blog post or one of your pages, this stuff will make, be a lot more applicable to those. But we're not writing 300 words of content for every product on the site. So there's only so much you can do, and no internal links appear on this page considering adding as appropriate. So again, those are best practices. They just don't really apply to this case. And all of this stuff is not, this analysis is not telling you this page won't get ranked because of this. This tool is all about just kind of guiding you through the process to get the best results. I am going to go in here and put, so you want to always put an alt tag on every image that you upload. I always do a title and alt text, and they're just the exact same thing. Whoops. So I just copied that and pasted it down below. You'll notice I included the keyword in here. I included something that actually describes what the image is. And I also included Norman's Rare Guitars in there. That'll just help the site as a whole, kind of, as it's being recognized. So I'm going to hit Set Product Image. These you'll have to go in and actually edit them. So if I just go here and you'd have to find it. Let's see if I can just by using the model number and see if those images come up. They do. Perfect. And so I'm just going to use that same alt tag on all of these. If you wanted to, you could describe the image a little bit more in detail, like describing exactly what you're seeing in the picture. Copy, paste. So, I don't know that that's a big requirement, but certainly doesn't hurt. This is going to just be the headstock as well. And this, I think you can just, if you didn't want to take the time to write as in-depth, just having the name of the guitar and Norman would be fine too. Okay, that. And then I'm just going to hit update. And so we didn't have a great SEO score on this, but there was only so much we could do. But that's basically how you use the tool. And try and get as many of the recommendations into the green as possible is always your best bet. So hopefully that helps.